Jesse Palmer, guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will get the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Breeze. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Back to pass, it's Perry. And the physical play there for incompletion on first down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. It'll be third and long. He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Pringle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Seminoles are flying down the field. Gonna run it. It's Pringle. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Pittman. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes...
Oh, he's got it! Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. And it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football from climbing the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a He's going for a big play downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't. Target, it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The short hands, it's Pittman. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking for the score. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 50. The 40. Past the 20. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Wow, you just don't see that a lot. Pass interference negating a pick six. What a costly penalty. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback keeps it. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Porter. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Irish!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Cajuns have come into hostile territory and made a statement so far today. But if I know this coach, he's telling this group we haven't accomplished anything until that clock hits zeros. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisiana. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Coleman. And the Noles in a good spot here with second and short. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass. With the catch, it's Coleman.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Noles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Pringle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Seminoles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job in the base defense making it work.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Irish send out the punt unit. Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jeff.
Doubt everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big...
A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
How about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Hamilton. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the end.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Notre Dame, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Back to pass, it's Carr. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise. We have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last time they had it, just a thing of beauty. Great balance between the run and pass, and it took them right to the end zone. Rush is on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first. Just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
To the air on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw, it's Carr. That's caught. It's Norton.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gonna take a shot. He's got it for a big play. Turning it on. The 20. He's at the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Irish send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The option look. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. To the house. Touchdown, no!
Well, we knew coming into this game they were going to try and get this receiver the football as many touches as possible in as many different ways as possible. And here you're seeing it on the option play. Great decision by the quarterback to pitch it out wide. There was nobody out there accounting for him, and he shows you the speed out in the open field for a long touchdown for this offense.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. From the gun, the ground game. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That's a first down for the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Walker will fire. Makes the grab. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll give it to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Payne. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. To see what the offense does on this next one.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Gets rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. And the ball is free the pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run the option. They'll go to the ground. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll leave it with him. Turns it on in midfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Noles have this offense rolling. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Berry. Gets it out quickly. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He turns that loose down the right side. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at him.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Walker to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Flips it out in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and getting the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll move the wide receiver. Here comes the option. They go to the ground. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now on the option. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. They're still firing away even with this lead. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team